Festival, and we are going to show you how to make a real authentic Grenadian oil down, which is a national dish of Grenada. And we have the best chef in the world right here in Montreal. That's Chef Leo Charles from Greenz Restaurant right here in Montreal. And he's now cutting up all the seasoning that will go into making this fabulous oil down, our national dish. And do you know why they call it oil down? Anybody? They call it oil down because we put coconut milk in the pot. That's one of the main ingredients, is the coconut milk. And when the pot boils down, the coconut milk turns into oil. So this is why it's oil down.
Okay.
That's where it gets its name. And there's lots of seasoning that goes into it, and vegetables. I see that Chef Leo has already started to peel his vegetables. He's putting bananas in it, sweet potato. Sweet potato is going into it. Green bananas you're gonna need. And the main ingredient in oil down is the breadfruit. Can't make oil down without breadfruit. Captain Bligh brought breadfruit to the Caribbean years ago, centuries ago. And another thing that I like in my oil down, it's the turmeric. And there's another name for turmeric.
Saffron.
Saffron. So a lot of you may know it as saffron. And it gives the yellow color to the oil down. Plus you can put green beans, any vegetables that you like. And of course, some okra. That goes in the oil down too. And this is the coconut. This is the real coconut that you have to grate to get the milk to make the oil down. So when you grate the coconut and you put water and you squash it up real good, and then it turns into the milk, which is poured into the oil down, and that becomes oil when it's all cooked. Some people love cabbage. You can put your cabbage in the oil down. And I hope our chef is putting dumpling, because you can't have oil down without dumpling.
Which is impossible.
Highly impossible. And dumpling is so good. I never knew flour and water could be so good. And callaloo or spinach.
Yeah.
In this case, not all the time you can get callaloo in North America, so we are going to use spinach. Spinach does the same job, right, Chef?
That's right. We also want to show the team that goes with us today.
Yes.
Greenz team.
Yes, the Greenz team. Now, if you're ever coming to Montreal, people,
Nice.
you have to come to Greenz Restaurant. It's a Grenadian restaurant right here in the city of Montreal. The team of Greenz, we call them the Greenz team.
Yes, yes.
Oil down specialty.
All down specialty. And Grenada, the nickname for Grenada is called Greenz.
Yes.
That's why we have this wonderful Grenadian restaurant right here in Montreal. And don't they look gorgeous? Ladies and gentlemen.
Introduce yourselves.
Yes, introduce yourself.
Kenny. Houston.
Fitzroy.
Keisha.
And Chef Leo.
Goes hand in hand. And this is Chef Kenny, original oil down chef from Grenada.
Whoa! You know, in Grenada we make this on the beach.
Yes.
On the beach all the time, and
Especially in a holiday time. Like today.
Like today,
Yeah,
July
Canada
1st,
Day, yeah.
Canada Day. Is a perfect day to make oil dung. So that's why we're taping it here today, and we're liming as we do this.
And you notice this grater?
That grater
Came
looked like
straight from Grenada.
it looked like it did a lot of work.
Did a lot of work. Look at it. With the saffron and everything on top.
Yes, yes,
So you need that. It also gives the food a bit of flavor to it.
exactly.
So this is the coconut. This one is not really good.
What we didn't mention in this oil dung, besides all the vegetables, you have to put meat. So today we're using pigtail, and why it's boiling up there because we have to boil out the salt. Doing chicken, which is already seasoned, and we're gonna add that to the pot. So we're gonna show you how we do that.
No. Show you, demonstrate how we do the coconut and the saffron.
Chef from Grenada, direct,
Now is the saffron.
and now he's grating the saffron also. So that will add the color to the oil down and the flavor.
Alright. Okay, so that's the end product of the saffron and the coconut. That's what it looks like. We strain, squeeze out all the juice, and this is what you get.
Nice and creamy.
We pack the food, put it in the pot, put the meat, then we include the juice into it.
And that's real Caribbean sweet potato. And then Chef Leo has just brought some thyme, which we'll add it to the pot.
More aroma to the pot.
Cabbage.
It's cabbage. We also need cabbage as a garnish in the pot. Because oil dung is a food, we also need a lot of vegetables inside. So as much as you can. Once the pot is big, we put as much as we can. Vegetable rice. Now Chef Kenny is gonna cut up some okra. Because as I said, as much vegetables we can have in the pot is better for the pot. It's more rich.
Now we're gonna clean
Of the pot, and also we have the flour. It's the kneading of the flour. After the pot starts boiling and all the stuff, then we put in the flour. So that's what we do in the packing together with the mixing of the flour. Okay, Miss Raymond, can you?
Yes. Now you put the breadfruit first.
Yes. Yeah. You see the size of the breadfruit? If you cut it too small,
It's gonna mash up.
it's gonna mash up. So you have to have a
so she knows.
yeah.
I'm a Grenadian.
Now we gotta put the meat in the pot. So the meat
middle?
goes in the middle of the pot. That's why we leave a little space here. So the meat gives out a nice flavor after you get a little burn from the pot. A little burn from the pot is very important to you know.
Yeah.
The meat gives out a great flavor.
Elbow grease there.
You work it.
Work that thing. Make it tight and stiff.
All the Grenadians love it.
Oink, oink.
That's the oink oink, yeah.
Just say there's a lot of
Is
pigs.
not an island without pigtail, right? Without.
I know
say
it's not
there's a lot
an
of
without
pigs.
pigtail.
There's a lot of pigs running around with no
No
tails.
tail.
They're all in Leo's pot.
That's right. Yeah. Yes. Now we're gonna start packing the pot with the vegetables. Okay. First, you put your cabbage.
You have to layer your pot.
Yes, you have to layer your pot. Layer your pot. That's correct.
Yeah.
In Grenada, we call it pack. You know, pack the pot. But it's packing it, yes, but you have to layer it also.
Yeah.
You have your okra and your green beans.
Yeah, it's looking good. It's really looking good.
No.
Okay.
People don't tell anybody, but it's pumpkin. Shh, keep it a secret. That's Leo's secret. He puts pumpkin in everything. So now we know.
Come on, Mr. But you're selling out my secret recipe.
I know, eh? I'm going home now and try that. I love pumpkin.
Look
And
at-
it
look at
gives
the
a-
colour. Look at the colour.
Gives it such a nice color, and you know.
Alright, edit it.
And that makes the Grenada colors. We will have the red, the yellow, and the green.
That's right.
So we have the colors up. You see, there we go. We have the Grenada colors in our oil now. The garnish will go in. Wow.
Onions.
Wonderful. Onions, red onions, white onions, and scallions.
Yeah.
Spread it all around. Wow. This pot looks delicious.
Then we put in,
Our thyme,
spread it out. You know, thyme is flavor. Thyme is
flavor, yeah.
And now, like as we said before, we didn't have the callaloo, the real dashing bush.
Yeah.
Comes back from the islands.
dashing bush, yeah. So we can use spinach.
Some spinach. And it's very healthy. Spinach is, no spinach is a healthy food.
Very healthy, yeah.
Yeah. And then this we leave back, like this. Leave back for when the dumpling goes in. Cover it
So
up.
what do? You make this boil first before you put the dumpling?
Yes.
Ah,
yes.
okay.
Yes. The pot has to be boiling.
Pot has to boil and all this is
Yes.
going to reduce.
Reduced, and then we drop the dumpling on top, and the
And
bars
then you
are
cover
speaking.
it with this.
Cover it, and then simmer down.
And it cooks for how long? About an hour?
About an hour. That's the product. That product from it, and we put that. That's the water we put in the pot, and it reduces, and you get the oil. "45 minutes to 1 hour." delicious oil will be ready for
Oil down.
team.
And you know, Vincentians know to roll dumpling.
Oh, no, who told you?
That's why he's rolling it
Who
down.
told you?
We cannot make an oil dung, especially topping it off, without class coat. Grenadian rum. Have to be included. Now we have to reduce the fire a bit. We have to reduce so it can just start. We call it steam down. So gradually, as it processes, we have to keep reducing the fire. Let them come back. So this is what we call a real Grenadian oil down. That's the end product. After all the hard work that you see, the three sous chefs and the chef have created here. So thanks to Gemma, camera crew, Joanne, and everybody. Bless. And we're gonna have to give Miss Rayburn a taste
Yes.
of the real oil done.
The best part of the oil down now is in the eating. And here we have Chef Theo serving us with my friend Joanne, because I couldn't eat all that oil by myself, so I brought along a friend.
This is the final burst. Enjoy. Enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you. It looks dumpling. Oh my goodness.
And Miss Joe?
It's so good.
Wow. Excellent.
Thank you guys.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you.
From Greenz, ladies and gentlemen, right here in Montreal.
Yeah, we can start cleaning up.